Good evening, everybody. Let's go over the workout for tomorrow, Wednesday. It is a little chipper style workout, so you're just going to go one time through. It starts with an 800-meter run, followed by 70 snatches, a 600-meter run, followed by 50 hang clean and jerks, and then a 400-meter run, followed by 30 squat cleans. The equipment options, of course, are to use one dumbbell. That would probably be the preferred option if you have access to a dumbbell. Just use that. If you don't have a dumbbell, or if you have a pair of dumbbells and they're relatively light, you can do the movements with two dumbbells. I'll show that variation for you guys. If not, you can use a kettlebell and you can use a barbell. You can, of course, use a backpack, a plate. Those should be self-explanatory once I go through everything as far as what that would look like. But certainly if that's all you have access to, load it up and get it done. For the runs, if you're unable to map out a course, you can't access the outdoors, you just don't want to run, you can't run, the recommendation, if you have a rower, you can of course substitute that, and you can just keep the distances basically the same. If you wanted to tack on 100 or 200 meters to each one, that would be fine. So call it 1,000 meter to start, 750 for the second one, and then 500 meters on the last one. If not, just keep them the same. And then jumping jacks. If you don't have access to the rower, you can substitute those. The first set would be 200, the second set 150, and the third set 100 reps. The normal warm-up routine, some stretching, loosen things up, run and warm up each of the movements between each run, so 3 sets through. And then we'll hit it. That is the deal. Let's go over the movements real quick. So the dumbbell snatch, the intention for the 70 reps is to be alternating arms, assuming you're going to be using one dumbbell. So the dumbbell starts on the ground, back is flat, hips and shoulders square to the floor. Snap the dumbbell up overhead. Ideally, you can switch arms on the way down and then repeat with the opposite side. Just keep the dumbbell nice and close to the body all the way up, nice and close to the body all the way down. If you have a pair of relatively light dumbbells, you want to use both of them for that movement. Obviously, you wouldn't alternate arms. You would have a dumbbell in each hand, start on the ground, snap and punch overhead, back under control, and repeat. I would only do that if your dumbbells are particularly light. For 70 reps, that'll be a healthy little dose there. Second is the hang clean and jerk. So take your dumbbell. If you have a kettlebell, the snatch can be done from the floor. Traditionally, a kettlebell snatch is done from a hang, but since you'll be doing the hang on the second movement, you could start from the ground every rep for the snatch, snap it up overhead, lower back down, tap it on the floor, and repeat. You would not alternate arms necessarily, although if you're putting it on the floor, you could transition between reps, but maybe do 5 or 10 one arm and then 5 or 10 the other, something like that. The hang clean and jerk with the dumbbell, and of course, a barbell for the snatch. Should be self-explanatory. Just a power snatch, bars on the ground, snatch it up overhead. Again, you'd want to stay particularly light for this. It's a lot of reps. Hang clean and jerk. Dumbbell starts between the legs, pop it up to the shoulders, receive it in a partial squat, punch it up overhead, switch arms for the next rep, and repeat. That's going to be for 50, so 25 each arm. The kettlebell, or if you have a pair of dumbbells, it would be the same idea. You just wouldn't alternate, dumbbell in each hand, pop it up to the shoulders, pop them overhead, and bring them back down. This is my imaginary dumbbell. The kettlebell, from the hang now, so between the legs, pop it up to the shoulders, pop it up overhead. Another option, if your forearm's getting a little bit beat up from all the snatches and you want to switch, you can catch the dumbbell in your opposite hand and then punch it up overhead. And again, you'd probably switch arms every 5 to 10 reps, something like that. Barbell, hang clean, and jerk. The final movement, the squat clean. Sorry, just the squat clean for the dumbbell, what I'd recommend doing is alternating arms. So do them one arm at a time. Dumbbell starts on the ground between your legs. Clean it up to the shoulders in a full squat. Stand all the way up, switch arms, tap, and repeat. Again, if you have a pair of dumbbells that are relatively light, you could use both for every single repetition. If you're going to be using the kettlebell, for this I would encourage to just place it in the middle, grab it by the handle, catch it by the bell, and stand back up every rep. And of course the barbell, start it on the ground, catch it in the full squat, and stand all the way up. I think that's it, guys. Any questions, of course, feel free to reach out. We'll have classes tomorrow at our normal times. Links will be posted. Hopefully we'll see you guys there. And good night all. Thanks.